So similar to before now, just like I open this aperture, I can open a specific aperture region of specific control that would only get light through in a controlled manner to my camera. So far, I've talked about what kind of control to put in here. We'll talk about that in a bit, but imagine that we could do this. And of course, now a novel scene would be generated for this camera. Of course, I can move this and generate new sources of light, and that would allow me to produce a whole new way of doing cameras. Of course, all of this suggests is now we have a novel form of photography. This is referred to as dual photography, and you can imagine that both the camera and the projector, the light source and the sensor, are swappable. We can actually swap them around, and that's what they mean by dual photography. We'll explain that in a bit. So in this instance, what I would do now is I would basically open a specific aperture and relate it back to what light source was illuminating it. So that way now I can actually start seeing more controllable what illumination results in what changes in the image. By just controlling these two aspects together, we could learn a lot more, or at least learn more about the scene and how it's illuminated and how to capture it. The question is, in doing so, can we come up with a newer form of image representation that says more about this image than it did before?